Where is he? What? He's on trap! What? No! He sent me a TPA here. You mother... Have you ever found yourself in the exact same situation or one similar to that? Well, do not worry. While A, it does suck to suck, B, I am here to teach you how to make your own very low life trapping machine so you can do exactly what happened to me to anybody else. So, let's get into it. Now this architectural eyesore I call personally a crafting table trapping tower. It is composed entirely of crafting tables alongside a few other materials such as a miscellaneous block, which I've used cobblestone, ladders and a door just for privacy. A lot of this build is just based around one single premise, and that is getting your enemy to fall right to the bottom where a dripstone is located. So before showcasing how to do this build, we should first go over the materials required. So to start with, I recommend getting 82 crafting tables. This isn't a borderline number, you can do this build with less, but I do recommend 82 for scalability. 15 cobblestone, 12 ladders, 1 door and 1 dripstone. Now the cobblestone is interchangeable due to the fact that it is miscellaneous. But Vale, how does the trap actually work? Like what's the logistics? This trap works because any time you fall on a dripstone, the height damage is doubled, as we see here. That's why the video on the left survived, as the one on the right didn't. What makes this even better is when testing different types of armor, like how we see here, I'm wearing a full set of leather. After jumping off, I die instantly. Now, when I try Netherite armor, having on a full set, you'd expect me to be able to tank the damage and there be no issue. Well, this is quite frankly wrong. As we see, I die in the exact same way I did with leather. And then obviously from the trapper's point of view, you climb down the ladder and eventually after making your way to the bottom, you get all the fruits of your labour, or the fruits of other people's labour which you've just shamelessly stolen. Shame on you. Now there is also 2 ways to survive this trap, the first being using a totem, which will obviously give you that quick shot back to life, which I'd obviously recommend just dropping an anvil on the person's head at this point. And then the second way is to have boots with feather falling 4, as these do negate most of the impale damage provided by the dripstone. So this is why I recommend scaling up other than the minimum requirement. Okay, now after explaining all the logistics and everything I wanted to get out of my system, here is a tutorial on how to build the actual structure itself. Okay, make sure to follow along as I do it. We're going to start by breaking this block here, placing a crafting table, then on top of that we are putting our dripstone. Then we're going to do this formation, keeping it nice like this until it is 12 blocks high, which is why it's a bit sped up here. You can pause at any moment to follow along, but we're going to do this repeatedly until it is 12 blocks high. Upon reaching the minimum height requirement, we are going to start and place some of our miscellaneous blocks to actually allow us to build our platform. Now the reason 12 blocks is the minimum is because with the Dripstone multiplayer it does allow for a one-shot necessarily. So after placing, we're going to double up another layer just to ensure we've got some walls. We're going to be going up 2 blocks, and then we are going to be using the dirt block from earlier, it's not really a requirement, to put on a roof. You could use one of your crafting tables for this, as there will be some left over for scalability. And then we're going to put another cobblestone block here, and then make sure we've still got that all around crafting table feel, as nobody can place blocks or use anything without accidentally triggering a crafting table UI. And then after we place our door, it's very awkward to place, we are going to place our ladders, and then essentially this is how the build is done. So yeah, this is pretty much how the build is done. Like I said, it's a very simple and easy to do build. I hope the tutorial has been easy to follow. Any constructive criticism I will love to receive in the comments. I will be checking them if there is any. Please consider liking and or subscribing, as this is my first video and I would like to go far. But yeah, I do also have 2 clips for how this works from a trapper point of view, so do enjoy. This is Vale out.